First Lady Melania Trump was set to join the president at a rally in Battleground, Pennsylvania tonight, planned as her first public appearance since recovering from coronavirus. But this afternoon, canceled, an aide citing a lingering cough. Coming as the president continues to criticize the Commission on Presidential Debates.
I think the whole thing is crazy.
Over their new plan to prevent another debate debacle.
Why would you answer that
because
question?
The question is,
radical left.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen,
The commission announcing late Monday that President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden will have their microphones muted during portions of Thursday's final matchup. President Trump telling reporters Monday night, "I'll participate. I just think it's very unfair." Biden off the trail today, preparing for the debate back in Delaware. With Election Day 2 weeks away, President Trump offering this contrast with his Democratic rival.
They want to raise your taxes, I want to lower your taxes, regulations, all of that. But the bottom line, the American dream, the great American dream, versus being a socialist hellhole.
In fact, Biden proposes raising taxes on corporations and the super wealthy to help fund priorities like manufacturing, clean energy, and child care.
So you can raise a lot of money to be able to invest in things that can make your life easier.
Experts now saying high earners in New York and California could see their combined federal and state tax rates jump from roughly 50% to more than 60%. But Biden says under his plan, no one making less than $400,000 a year will see their taxes go up. President Trump has repeatedly promised middle-class tax cuts, but has yet to provide a plan or specifics. And President Trump is making headlines tonight for cutting short an interview with Lesley Stahl of 60 Minutes. The president then taunting her on Twitter and threatening to release his own recording of their interview. A source telling me it all unfolded after the president grew irritated with her line of questioning.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.